You want it vertical or?
I don't care.
Okay. And then it's already recorded. All right.
Yeah, just set it somewhere. So like I said, I get back in these big circles, 50 foot, 30 foot, and then I just make her find her way around this bridle. Nothing harsh. See how much tighter she got already? How she's starting to just find her way right out of this circle real quick. That she leaked off a little there. And I'll do 1 or 2 laps to the right. So she's just a little lost, you can tell. And then right here we'll do our last one. We'll come around this way, and we'll send her back this way. Then we do this side. Again, we do the same side multiple times. And hopefully you see a horse with less fight in her, because she's confused. My daughter hasn't had a lot of time to put this stuff in this horse because she gets on her and has to take her out in the mountains. So she's ranch broke. That was even getting tighter and tighter and tighter. Now this is boring stuff, like I said. This is like watching paint dry. My leg releases, my outside leg's on, and we go. We'll get one more.
It powered off. It powered off.
Stop riding.
The front.
She's already listening to me, so Logan's already got some of that stuff on. So the head
the front
is
with the power.
So now we're gonna work on doing that drill in that circle.
The screen just goes dark. Oh, okay.
Bumping that leg, bumping that rein. See how she's wanting it just to turn? She's wanting it just to turn into you, but I'm not allowing her to. I just want the face, and I want the hip.
What are you doing to keep her from
I
turning?
drive more with that inside leg. I drive her forward with that inside leg more.
Like by coming forward with it, like kind of.
No, I just push it into her a little bit more. You
Look at
can't
his
turn
feet.
that way. That
Look at his
door's
right
closed.
foot.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So I picked the rein and bumped the leg to get that, but then when she tries to turn, I just squeeze more leg. Because all I want is the face.
Okay.
You follow me?
Yeah, I see it.
So it's just a bunch of boring little stuff here. She wants to try, we'll try. We hold her up, she's starting to lean a little bit, you see that? And then we stop her, rock her back, and roll her through herself and go the other way. She didn't like that leg, you see her bow up? She didn't like that transition. If you saw her body bowed up. All she wants to do is keep. She wants to dive in. So I got to keep her out here. So this is the same drill on the ground. So I got a little bit of tilt there. This side is real bad. You notice the difference on this side? When I try to tilt that face, she's trying to get into it. That probably comes from just being rode with that Bozalita. That pressure means goes out of the way. Now she'd probably clean up pretty good, but I don't want her diving into it. So we're holding her up. You just got to learn to get off this leg without being mad.
funny how horses walk.
The other horses are watching.
Yeah.
They're all like, what?
I'm just gonna pull her out a little bit. Ooh. 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 Total freedom. Ooh. See how she's climbing with that front end? She's just trying to work with that front end real hard. That was all back end. Ooh. Ooh. See her hunting those stops a little bit better? See her butt getting underneath a little bit more? So you just ride her along. Cool. To me, that's unacceptable stop. See, she took a step. Cool. Cool. That's acceptable. Now let's try her again. Hey. I'll make it a little bit bigger. Pretty ugly circle. Who cares? We're working on it, it's gonna get better. So I don't care about those circles being perfect. This horse is very green. All I care about is listening, that body listening to me. The circles will come prettier and prettier and prettier. So you want to teach a horse to get on its back. You can walk it in these short little circles. Put a lot of leg pressure here. This is another drill. A lot of leg pressure here.
Doing, like, specifically doing a tight
Tight,
shirt?
yeah, but I'm trying to make her walk forward, not step out with the hip. See my back legs back real far? And the horses are lazy, so they get tired of this. Then you just release that leg. See? Then you get that front end lighter. You see what I did? So just work on a horse's laziness, and again, do the same side over and over. Now this is a drill where they're going to get that shoulder out of the way. This would not be a reining turn. This is, the horses can't spin like this. She wants to turn, but I'm not letting her. And I'm not letting the hip come out either. And then we just release. Now we have all the power in the world where we could launch. Power. Power. See how we can control a cow? Even though she's not real broke, I can manhandle her. Not really manhandle her, but I can control her most of her body. I can make it look somewhat easy. But if you watched me ride Toothless the other day, he was rusty, but it's still a lot smoother. Of course, he is 9 years old, and he's had this drill done to him 5,000 times. There's another drill. If you want to try to get those rollbacks, I'll show you. Will someone move this panel? Just pull it back just a little bit.
Like towards the end?
Nah, yeah, just a little bit. I just want it out of the way. So they call this a 2-fence grip rollback.
Yeah,
Now
yeah.
we're raising the bar considerably heavily here. So this is super hard to keep this horse in this corner. So the goal is to be able to trot him in a circle just like this, keep him in this corner, and then stop him right here. And then roll them back into that corner. See how hard they got to get back? They got 2 walls they got to get away from now. She didn't stop in the corner, so it wasn't too hard for her. Because they're going to want to drift out there. They're not going to want to go into the corner. See how she don't want to go in that corner? You come around here. See, I can't get her. I can't get her in that corner. I'm using inside leg hard. So she just bowed. Out here is outside leg because she's trying to leave that corner. So this drill is really really hard, but it's fun to do. You stop and turn her into this fence. So she has no other choice but to drop.
So that's forcing that.
It's forcing her to get on her butt. See how she's got to step around?
That movement where you get that jump, like they have to do that to get it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, she just got to. So it's a good way to get them horses. That's a good drill. Then you can also take and use a fence line. Come down, do your drill the same way you're doing in that circle. See how our hip comes come out of that thing? So in a colt like this, if I try to get that hip in, I'm just gonna have a train wreck. You gotta do it over months of time. Because you want that hip into that thing, the rib cage off, and then she turns into the fence. Your hip's in now. She's got to find her way out of it, just ever so slightly. My body's over here. See, she's really resisting real hard as she wants to come down here like a crab walk. So there's other drills you can do. You're not listening to that hip thing, so I can cheat a little bit. I can walk her this way and shove that hip out. So the only place for the hip to go is to listen to my leg. So I'm pushing it out, not disengaging it, just trying to, we're still moving forward, just trying to get her to submit to you a little bit. I feel it submit, then I release it. So she don't butt me off. So getting this horse to pick up the right lead might be really hard because she shoves that hip into my leg so bad. Better turn. You see that? So you can always demand excellence out of your horse. If you don't like the way that turn is, just hold it a little bit longer because you want it always kind of like that. You want that nose coming around to your leg. A little fight, we just hold it a little bit longer. See how soft it gets? Resistance, pull. just gets softer and softer. So you'll see me a lot, one hand's low, one hand's high. You notice that? I can still do the same pressure though. I can come up and still apply 2 pounds with this hand, more with this hand. See, when I stop, I ask and I stop. Oh, she better just like I'd melt, better die. If you notice, the more I do it, the more she just, bleh, don't take a move. Right? So that's what you want. Pull your horses around, melt. Melt in that saddle, melt those reins, push them down through her neck, and then boom, they just melt. Any questions about any of that garbage? Am I explaining things pretty decent?
Definitely.
That was a bunch of drills. Yep. And none of them were real good. But we're on a horse with a handful of rides on her. I think she was rode 15, 20 times last year and been rode 5 or 6 times this year. So she's really, really green. She's got a pretty daggum good brain. Yes, sir.
Just to kind of make sense of it and compartmentalize each step, do you have names for any of those drills, or is it just?
That's the 2-fence rollback.
Yep.
That where you go around that corner. So you use a corner. You follow me?
Yep.
And you stop once you go through the corner, and then you roll back into the other one, so they have to find their way out. Get that other drill better before you do that drill. The cool thing is you can put these 4 or 5 drills in your toolbox. You can do this one for 5 minutes, then go do that one for 5 minutes, then go do this one for 5 minutes. Do not do that one drill for an hour.
In general? Oh, like, or
No,
the specific one you're talking about?
The horse needs a break.
Yeah.
Go to the next drill, but just make it a series of drills.
So
Do that drill where you saw me go straight somewhere. She was getting bound up. She was wanting to buck. I feel her underneath me. She was, so I just send her somewhere and then whoa her and turn her, whoa her and turn her. She's real pissed off about the turn, but then she's like, oh, this ain't bad. I give her head and we go straight. Total release. I don't try to guide her and try to do anything. We just go straight. The minute she's not going straight anymore, I pick her up, whoa her, and go somewhere else. Don't micromanage them. You will create a monster. If that horse goes and you want to go over there to David and the horse goes like this, that's because you're riding like that. This horse is green as grass and I went straight every time. If your horse is going like this, that's because you're telling it to. You just don't even know it. Ride that son-buck straight. And stop straight, back straight. If you can ride straight, stop straight, and back straight, you're good. You can really get a lot done with just that. And then that's that other one I was going down the fence wall. It's nice to use a long fence wall like that, where you can just stop periodically in different places. And the cool thing about if you have a stop sign type deal thing, you can walk a horse down a fence and then the fence turns. And let's say you're staying 5 foot off the fence and that fence turns, you can pivot the horse and stay 5 foot off the fence in the pivot. Just here and go straight. Just here and go straight. All without turning the horse's head off the fence. You pick up that inside rein and pivot and go straight again. Pivot and go straight again. You see what I'm doing? This way we're not putting too much pressure on anything. That, I know I haven't named that drill there. So that drill I kind of stole from some horse people. What I did is I added the cow to it, where they just had them going around. I added that front foot rib cage off and come through. I added that to it because I kind of liked the drill, but it looked more of a lunge to me. So I said, this is what I'm going to do if I was working a herd. So let me back out of here. Let me see if she'll let me counterband. So you were saying counterband. So this is not gonna be pretty. Because none of the other stuff is pretty, so this really ain't gonna be pretty. So we're going around this circle, and we've got her pretty nice. She's still trying to leak in. So now we're gonna change it up. We're gonna send her the same circle, but we're gonna shove the rib cage to the inside. Told you it wouldn't be pretty. She's just not broken up for that yet. So we're shoving everything. She's like, this is totally asinine. Yeah, I knew she wouldn't go for it. But you get her there, and then you rock around your circle this way, and then you get her here. See how we're still doing the circle? We're trying to. Cow stop. You control that cow. Not too bad. Not too bad. Just trying to listen to you. That's awful. That's awful. That's awful. I can't correct her because I ain't taught her. You know what I'm saying? So I can't just pick her up and correct her. All I can do is try to shape her. If I try to correct here, I will land off on my head somewhere. Hold her, hold her, hold her, hold her. Yeah, we'll work with that. You know? Oh, halfway. But you understand the counterband and why I use it going around the herd? If there was a cow there, it might be easier. If she has something to focus on besides my spurs, it might be easier to hold her in that. That is really cool though, going around a herd of cattle. You got 50 cattle here, and you got one you got separated, and you're going around. Most people, not knowing any better, they're gonna make their horse look at the herd, and they're gonna be looking at that cow, and the horse is gonna be going around like this, like it's doing a spin out the whole time. That's most people. So you got to go around that herd, have your horse slightly looking at that cow. How is it gonna help you read that cattle if it's looking at the herd? You're late. It's gonna stop late. Cow's gonna get right back to the herd every time. Every time. Unless the cow's honest and just stands there and goes, "Hey, I'm over here. Come back and get me." And every once in a while, you get a good volunteer. Rarely do you get a volunteer. So you want to be your leg pushing that rib cage off of that cow in that arch, and that head slightly, at least straight, if not slightly curved to the outside, so that the eyeball of that horse is on the eyeball of that cow, so he can help you out. So he can understand. A cow's going to dip their head when they're going to stop. They're going to drop that head down. And once a horse figures that out, he'll get it before you. He'll get it before you. They might launch you over the front of them, but they'll get it before you. Because if you're trying to work cattle and everything is you, then that means when you figure out what the cow's doing, then you got to tell the horse. Well, now you're way behind the ball, right? You're late. You're late. So you don't want to be. It's like an attacker. The best you can be in an attacker is you're 2 seconds behind an attacker. He's already got the jump on you. He knows what he's going to do. You don't. So you got to close that gap. Someone's going to draw a weapon on you. He's got 2 seconds on you. So you got to do quick reaction to it. You got to close that gap. And so you got to close that gap with these horses. The horse needs to help you. You need to trust your animal. Trust your pony. Train them up and trust them. Just by loping. How many would get on this horse that's a little bronky, a little this, and just turn her and throw her away? It'd be unnerving to you. Trust. Then whoa. Take hold of her. Trust her again. Because if you don't trust her, she will buck you off. I can tell you that right now. If I rode her across there holding those reins, 2 or 3 of those turns, I would be in for a ride, baby. But she's got some attitude. And I wouldn't blame her. I'd butt me off too if I didn't give her any relief. Any questions? No? Oh, okay. But it's
So you were saying if you're going forward but you're kind of doing the zigzag, it's you, not the horse. So what are things that could be happening in our body that we're not even paying attention to?
well, first of all, you don't know you're left-handed or right-handed, your right leg or left leg. You have less control over your bad leg. So it's probably going to add more pressure when it's not supposed to, or add no pressure when it's supposed to. So you're going to be fixing it. You're going to be like this on a horse. You're going to be like a wibble wobble, like this. And horses really want to be in the center of you, so they're going to try to find it. You don't even know you're doing anything. That's why I say I really stress when you're going to the left, you use your left hand. When you're going to the right, you use your right hand. You brush your teeth with your off hand. Just do things with your off hand and off leg, and you will become more consistent doing it. That's why you do the same drill 7 to 10 times on the right, 7 to 10 times on the left, because you're really it's just as much for you as it is for the horse. So when you stop and you travel and you're trying to go straight for that post and your horse veers off over there, don't try to put it back over to that post. Just stop. Pick it up, go to another post, and go straight. And you will get straighter and straighter and straighter and straighter. You will become straighter because you're going to get better. The horse is going to get better. So you just want to, I want to go to that post. Look at that post and go to it. Start to veer off over here. Abandon ship. It's done. Your freedom's over. Pick it up. Go over to this post. If it starts to veer over here, boom. Pick it up. Go to that post way out there. As soon as that straight line starts to leave, abandon ship. Go somewhere else. Get better with your body. You'll find yourself just correcting all that stuff with your legs. Because if you're going to that post and that horse starts to veer over here and you pick this rein up, more than likely that horse is going to go. That post. That's uglier than home sense. You don't want to do that. You want to go straight to the post. Straight to that horse. That's cool. That's riding with purpose. Riding with purpose. I like this filly. I ain't never. The other day was the first time I ever seen her. I like her. I'll steal her.
They got that on camera.
Oh, it's on camera.
You gotta delete that part.
I can edit that. All right, cut that thing off.